Before I get into me starting my own restaurant, if that's what my viewers want to see from me and we know it's going to succeed, especially if I open it here in Kentucky, since Kentucky Fried Chicken is deciding to move away from their roots, they haven't hired me yet, I don't represent them. Why not continue the family legacy of serving the best food possible to the public here in Kentucky? I want to point out, Uncle Harley started Kentucky Fried Chicken in 1952. And he was building that from 1929 until 1952 when it finally took off. In 1955, he had to close his first restaurant and start franchising more. He started on a $105 Social Security check. His nephew Lee, my cousin, was working for him and worked his way up as president until 1964, and the sale happened. Then he had to go to Ohio to avoid breaking contract with KFC after he left his position and started a competing chain called Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. And he started that in Ohio. After the contract expired, he moved it to Kentucky as well. And now they're all over the country. They're not as big, but they're all over the country. The Colonel's daughter, Mildred Ruggles, who was formerly known as Mildred Sanders, her son, and a corporate owner of Kentucky Fried Chicken in the 1980s over in the UK, disagreed with the changes that PepsiCo was making. So they opened Miss Millie's Awesome Chicken, and with the work of the three of them, they created a new special chicken seasoning. That's what they use over there. Cousin Lee also opened Pop's Fried Chicken and Catfish and Katie's Restaurant. My grandpa Sanders opened a diner in Katie's, Kentucky, and it's now a parking lot for a car dealership. And Uncle Harley and Aunt Claudia in the 1960s also opened a small-time diner, which is actually pretty large, called the Colonel's Lady. And after Kentucky Fried Chicken sued Colonel Sanders over this, Uncle Harley had to change the name and sell it, which then he sold it to the Settles family, who own it today and are selling it today. And unfortunately, I can't reach out to them to share our stories or hear their stories, clear out any rumors, because the representative was quite rude to me about them. And because that representative was quite rude to me, and because all I see is them bragging about my uncle, but refusing to talk to the family of the man that they're bragging about so much, I will not be giving them my business unless I could talk directly to the Settles family while they own it. But you have all these restaurants that this family has made that are still around today. So the legacy is going strong through other brands, but none of them are owned by the family anymore. If I were to open my own brand, I could not afford it. I have to buy the land, buy the equipment, get the license. It costs quite a bit of money. You almost need $750,000 in liquid assets to even franchise Kentucky Fried Chicken. So my YouTube channel is going to have to blow up like Mr. Beast through all the things that I do. And if it's what my fans want to see is a competing chain made by my family again, then we could do that, funded through YouTube. But I really think that Kentucky Fried Chicken would benefit more for me working with them than against them.